The alien research ship Horizon entered the Karen system. Every screen on the bridge turned red. Commander Veeler stared at the planet ahead. Karen was a Class 15 death world. Its sky burned with black storms. Its oceans were full of acid. No species could survive there for more than a few minutes. Yet a signal was coming from the surface. Dr. Sarah leaned over a console. Her hand stopped moving. "It cannot be," she whispered. Veeler looked at her. "What did you find?" She placed a signal on the main screen. An ancient symbol appeared. Every officer became silent. It was a mark of the Aegis. The legendary ship had vanished 3,000 years ago. Some believed it could destroy a fleet with one shot. Others believed it had never been real. But now, its signal was rising from Karen. Veeler ordered the Horizon to move closer. The ship shook as the planet's storms hit the hull. Then a message appeared. "Do not come closer." The words were written in a human language. Veeler's eyes narrowed. Humans had not been seen in this part of space for centuries. "Send reply," he said. Before Dr. Sarah could act, a second message arrived. "We are trying to keep something asleep." A deep sound rolled through the bridge. It did not come from the speakers. It came from the planet itself. The black clouds opened. A massive ship began to rise from below the surface. Its broken body was covered in fire and dust, but its ancient engines were alive. Lights appeared inside the windows. Dr. Sarah scanned them. Her face turned pale. "There are life signs aboard," she said. Veeler stepped closer to the screen. "Human life signs." Then the Aegis opened its weapons, and something moved beneath the planet. The Aegis kept its weapons aimed at the alien ship. Commander Veeler did not move. One wrong order could destroy everyone. Then a new message appeared. "Send only 3 people. No weapons." Veeler chose Dr. Sarah and one guard named Tarek. Together, they entered a small shuttle and flew toward the legendary ship. The docking bay opened slowly. Inside, the lights were weak. The walls were covered with deep scratches. Some looked fresh. The 3 aliens stepped out. No one welcomed them. Then human soldiers appeared from the darkness. They wore old armor, but their movements were fast and controlled. A tall human walked forward. "I am Captain Elias Ward," he said. "You should not have come here." Veeler looked around. "This ship belongs to the old Galactic Empire." Ward gave a cold smile. "This ship belongs to whoever can keep the monster inside it." Dr. Sarah stared at him. "What monster?" Before Ward could answer, the floor shook. A loud adar came from below. Dust fell from the ceiling. The human soldiers raised their weapons. Ward looked at Veeler. "Your fleet damaged the prison field." Veeler's face became hard. "You expect him to believe that?" Ward turned toward a nearby screen. The screen showed a dark chamber deep inside the ship. Something huge moved behind the metal doors. Only part of its body was visible. It had no clear shape. It changed each time the camera moved. Dr. Sarah stepped back. Then the screen went black. A warning alarm began to ring. One of the human soldiers spoke into his radio. "Captain, Deck 7 is gone." Ward's eyes narrowed. "Gone?" The soldier's voice shook. "Not destroyed, sir." He looked into the dark hall behind him. "It is moving." The floor shook again, harder than before. Captain Ward ordered everyone to move. Red lights flashed across the hall as the group ran toward Deck 7. The door was still closed, but the wall beside it was bending outward. Something was pushing from inside. Commander Veeler raised his empty hands. "Open it." Ward looked at him. "That would kill us." A dark liquid slipped under the door. It moved like smoke, but was thick like oil. Tarek stepped back, yet one drop touched his boot. He screamed. The liquid climbed his leg in seconds. Human soldiers pulled him away, but his body became still. Then Tarek opened his eyes. "Commander," he said calmly, "I am fine." Dr. Sarah stared at him. Tarek's voice was right, but his breathing had stopped. Ward aimed his weapon. The thing wearing Tarek's face smiled. Its mouth opened too wide. A human soldier fired. The false Tarek broke apart into black pieces. But the pieces kept moving. They crawled toward the vents. "Seal the deck!" Ward shouted. Steel doors slammed shut. For one moment, The hall became silent. Then voices came from behind every wall. Some were human, some were alien. All of them called for help. Veeler looked at Ward. "What is it?" Ward answered in a low voice. "The Devourer does not only eat bodies. It steals memories." Dr. Syrah checked her scanner. Her face turned pale. "There are 6 life signs in this hall," she said. Veeler counted the group. There were only 5 of them. Slowly, everyone looked at one another. Then the lights went out. In the darkness, Captain Ward heard his own voice whisper beside him, "Do not trust a doctor." A second scanner beeped. Something was standing directly behind Dr. Syrah. The scanner beeped again. Dr. Syrah turned slowly. A human soldier stood behind her, but his face was blank. Captain Ward fired first. The shot hit the soldier's chest. Black liquid burst from the wound and struck the ceiling. The false soldier screamed with 3 different voices. Veeler pulled Syrah away as Ward closed the blast door. For a few seconds, no one spoke. Then Ward opened a hidden panel in the wall. A lift waited behind it. "Where does this go?" Veeler asked. "To the people who built this prison." Ward said. The lift dropped below the ship. When the doors opened, Veeler expected another dark deck. Instead, he saw a city. Hundreds of humans lived under the surface of Karen. Children trained in heavy gravity. Engineers repaired ancient machines. Soldiers prepared weapons beside walls covered with names. Syrah stared in shock. "How long have you been here?" 83 years, Ward answered. Veeler looked at the children. "You brought families to a death world." Ward's face hardened. "No, we brought a future." He explained that the first human crew had found the Aegis damaged and the Devourer waking. They knew no rescue would come in time, so they stayed. Each generation trained for one purpose: destroy the creature when the prison failed. A young woman approached them. She had Ward's eyes and carried a metal case. "My daughter Anna," Ward said. Anna placed the case on a table and opened it. Inside was a crystal burning with blue light. Syrah stepped closer. "What is that?" "The final weapon," Anna replied. Suddenly, lights in the city went dark. A child's voice came through the speakers. "Father, I found you." Ward froze. The voice belonged to his son. His son had died 20 years ago. Captain Ward stood still as his dead son's voice filled the city. "Father, open the door." Anna looked at him. "Do not listen. It is using his memories." The voice changed. Now it sounded afraid. "You left me alone." Ward's hand shook, but he did not turn toward the sealed gate. His son had died during the first attack of the Devourer. Ward had carried that pain for 20 years. The creature knew it. A heavy door hit the gate. Black liquid pushed through the small cracks. Human soldiers formed a line, while engineers carried the blue crystal toward the Aegis. Dr. Syrah studied the weapon. "This crystal needs a living mind," she said. "The pilot will guide its energy." "And die," Anna added calmly. Ward looked at his daughter. "No." Anna lifted the crystal case. "This is why they trained me." Before Ward could stop her, the city shook. The main gate broke open. Dark shapes rushed inside. They wore human faces. Some looked like lost soldiers. Others looked like children. The humans did not run. They opened fire together. Commander Veeler grabbed a fallen weapon and joined them. For the first time, he understood why humans had stayed on Karen. They had not been trapped. They had been guarding the galaxy. Anna reached the weapon chamber, but Syrah stopped her. "There may be another way," she said. "One mind will die, but many minds may share the pain." Ward, Anna, Veeler, and Syrah placed their hands on the crystal. Blue light covered them. Their memories became connected. Then a new alarm sounded. An alien war fleet had entered orbit. Veeler read the message and turned pale. His own government had come to capture the Aegis. Outside, the Devourer broke through the planet's surface, and the fleet opened fire. The first alien missile struck the Aegis before anyone could react. The legendary ship rolled through the storm, its shields burning blue. Inside the weapon chamber, Ward, Anna, Veeler, and Syrah remained connected to the crystal. They felt every hit. Veeler saw Ward's memories. He saw humans landing on Karen with little food and no hope of rescue. He saw them build homes under poisoned skies. He saw parents train children to fight a creature the galaxy did not know existed. Then Velar understood. Humanity had not hidden the Aegis. Humanity had protected everyone else from it. He opened a channel to his fleet. "Stop firing," he ordered. "The humans are not our enemy." His commanders refused. So Velar sent Ward's memories to every ship. The truth crossed the fleet in seconds. One by one, the alien ships lowered their weapons. The Devourer rose above Karen. It covered the stars like a black ocean. Thousands of stolen faces appeared across its body. The crystal began to crack. "We only have one chance," Cyril warned. Ward looked at Anna. She smiled and tightened her grip. Together, the four minds guided the Aegis. The legendary ship turned toward the creature and fired. A beam of white light tore through the darkness. The Devourer screamed with the voices of every life it had stolen. Still, it did not die. Then the alien fleet moved beside the Aegis. Every ship fired at once. The creature broke apart and burned above Karen. Hours later, the galaxy asked Ward, who now owned the legendary ship. Ward looked at the damaged Aegis. "No one," he said. "Some weapons are too dangerous to own." From that day, Karen carried a new warning. Humanity stands guard here. And for the first time, the galaxy understood why humans were feared.